Oh my goodness, it's that time of the week again. Showtime. Go time. Let's do this thing. Hey, it's the Wednesday workshop for speakers and entrepreneurs, coaches. I'm talking to you. And we are going to have a great time today. I'm so excited to be here. If you'd like to come in here as well, you can. It's joinraylive.com. The link is ready for you. I've got stuff waiting in the back room for you. You can sit down, eat at the charcuterie board, dip your toe in the hot tub, have a Dove bar. The fridge is full. It's ready to go. And I just kind of what I thought to talk about today is lead magnets. And we do them all the time. And we have these brilliant things that we want to send to people. There's a right way and a wrong way to do it. But we're going to talk about lead magnets today. It's going to be creatively great. Here's where I want you to go. JoinRayLive.com. That's me. We're live on Facebook. We're live on LinkedIn. We're live on YouTube right now. And if you're watching this in replay later, just put your comments in there. I'll answer to them. If you have a lead magnet that you're using and you want that to work and connect, come on in here. Let's take a look at it. I want to talk about the right way and the wrong way to do these things. I created some acronyms for you today. So let's talk first thing about the right way to do lead magnets. And if you've known anything about me and you've come across me before, there's three words that I use all the time talking about creating interest in you, creating lean in, creating someone that really just wants to go, oh my God, that's amazing. Tell me more. And those three things, the three words I use all the time: curiosity, relevance, and specificity. Those three things get your subject line read, get your emails open, get things opted into. So part of the right way, if we're looking at the R of the right way, the first thing is it has to be relevant. It's going to address a clear, specific problem or goal for your ideal client. And this whole thing, people always that create your client avatar. I'm going to tell you to stop doing that, because what I want is not your client avatar. I want your best client. I want you to think in terms of the people you love to work with, and let's get more of those. So what is relevant to those people? And you want to give them something that is so cool. You want to create a big actionable moment right away for these people. I call it a BAM moment, big actionable moment. Tonight might be just a thing about how to do acronyms, because we're going to have a ton of them here today. But relevance is the first letter in the word right. So it's got to be relevant. It has to hit home to your best client as if you're talking just to them. We'll get to that as well. So they think, wow, he gets me. He gets me. So the second thing, it needs to be immediately actionable. So when we think of lead magnets, there's different things you see all the time. I've got a white paper. I've got a checklist. I've got a strategic work session. We can hop on a call. All these things. Is it relevant to that person right now? That's what you really want to get out of this thing. Relevance. And can you give them something that they can take and do it right now? Can you give them an email that they could send right now to attract thousands of new clients or rekindle old interests that they had? Example of that for me is I have people send out what I call the 7-word email, and I have them send it out right away. It's been too long. Let's catch up. 7 words from friend to friend wanting to start a conversation again. And this email makes tons of rekindling connections fast. So it's immediately actionable. So it's got to be relevant, immediate, actionable, and it really has to be guided personalization. It's got to tailor the course or the action to the unique needs of the real person you're talking to. This is the thing that makes them go, oh my God, this person gets me, instead of, oh, he's just trying to sell me something. So we want that guided personalization. Make it actionable, steps, tools, whatever it is, something they can start applying right way so they feel they're making great things. So we've got for the right way, it's relevant, it's immediately actionable, it is guided personalization, something that they can do right now. It's got to be of high value. So something that just reports on these things that they could take and run with themselves. It's information. Guess what? Ask ChatGPT. Ask Perplexity, go to Grok. I don't care, whatever you go to. Those type of things. What is the high value? Um, it's it's got to be real and tangible value that feels fresh and worthwhile. So something new. What you're trying to do with this lead magnet, and this is a phrase I love, don't be a white paper, be a billboard. Be something that attracts attention. When I work in groups, I'll talk about the action framework, and every business has done the same thing since the dawn of time. There's 3 words that every business does. They attract, they connect, and then they transform. That's the role of every coaching business, is attract people to you, connect with them, and then transform your customer. So make it actionable, make it of high value. Talk about the transformation, not the other things that get in their way. And it has to be, when you're doing this, your lead magnet has to create what I call a transitional pathway. So is this lead magnet leading to getting closer to you? Are you showing them a solution with what you do? It should naturally lead to your service, to your paid service, to your deeper engagement. Basically, it doesn't have to be paid service. It's just a deeper engagement. How are we bringing them closer to you? So this is the right way to do it. It's relevant. It's immediately actionable. It creates guided personalization, and it's of high value that they can understand there's a transitional pathway. So they might need not understand that there's a transitional pathway, but it has to be there and it has to be easy for them to take. The problem is a lot of people are doing it the wrong way. And again, if you got something you want to know, whether you're walking down the right way or the wrong way, get in here, join Ray Live, leave comments, leave questions. I'll see them later. I'll get answers to you. But let's talk about the wrong way. What's the wrong way? This is one of my favorite words is wishy-washy. It's too wishy-washy. What it does, remember I said curiosity, relevance, and specificity? Wishy-washy lacks specifics. It lacks being specific about something. It tries to appeal to everyone where you pull in no one. So when you try to get everyone, it resonates with no one. You want to speak to the one to get everybody. Because when you speak to the one, if they are in your ideal client, they'll say, oh my God, Ray is speaking just to me. John is speaking just to me. Susan is speaking just to me. Janice is speaking just to me. Patricia is speaking just to me. All these people, oh my God, this is great. I want to know more. So the wrong way is to be wishy-washy. Make a statement. Don't undercut it to be more acceptable. Well, most of the time this happens. Take out most of the time. Speak as if the outcome is theirs. And you will attract the people that really want that outcome. If you leave them out, you leave them the freeway off ramp, they take it. So no wishy-washy. Do not use recycled content. If you use recycled content, what's your new spin about it? What is you don't want to be a generic person. Oh, this is another one of these generic freebies we get. Those have low perceived value. So you want high value. If you're going to use your old content or somebody else's content, you don't have to. All this stuff doesn't have to be yours. It could be a reference to something else. But what is your take on it? Nothing's new, but what is new in life is your spin on it and your your vision of what we're doing. So make sure that you're doing the make sure you're rekindling an idea. Make it your own. Make it something more. Make it so it relates today. Years and years and years ago, everybody had 52 tips on X. Not everybody. A couple people did it, and then other people jumped on it, and it was really well. It worked really well for a while, but then over time, everybody's got 52 tips on something. So that 52 tips doesn't resonate like it did today. So if you've got those 52 tips, they're still good tips. You just have to change the packaging that you're doing and rekindle that and put your own spin on today. And then you've done, it's not recycled content anymore. It's fresh insights on what works. Okay. The other thing is it cannot be, this was a stretch to fit into the wrong way, an onerous effort. So it can't be hard. It can't be a hard thing for them to do. It's got to be simple, and you've got to, it can't be overly complicated, and it can't take too much time. So when you're talking about a lead magnet or things that you can do that should be easy, this should be a big actionable moment that's fast and easy, free and easy. Might not be free, but it should be easy. Let me say simple instead of easy. If it requires too much effort, people won't think it was a value that you gave them. The other thing to make sure, have a clear next step. So the wrong way has no clear next step. How does it get further engagement to you? You know, for example, you could get further engagement to me by coming on right now and going to Join Ray Live. You could go to rayengen.com, click on my calendar and book a 15-minute call where we could go over your lead magnet. And I'll no sales, no BS. I'll tell you what I think about it. And I'll give you options on what to do to make it better. No problem, no charge. Let's just do these things. I want people to draw more people in there. This people look at, oh my God, the economy's hard. People are cutting back on this, and they are, but your ideal clients aren't. They're still out there. They're still buying. They realize that investing in themselves is a big payday. And so find those people that believe that. The people that don't believe that, they're not your people. So keep talking until you find those people. Now, the G in the wrong is gaps in delivery. It doesn't deliver. Like if you're talking about giving a better lead magnet, and I promised the right and the wrong way in doing a better lead magnet, and you came on here and I talked about email subject lines, it's not congruent. There's a gap in delivery from what I promised versus what I delivered. So it's got to be, everything ties in from what you said it's going to be to what it is. So that's the wrong part of it. So some things that aren't in this thing that I think that you need to have, personalization. So speaking to that one person, not everybody that you can help. If you speak to everybody you can help, no one turns their head. I speak to the one person. I say, hey, Jim, this is for you. Everybody named Jim that's in the room with this broadcast turned and looked. Everybody that knows somebody named Jim turns and looks. Everybody that thinks that you mistook them for somebody named Jim turns and looks. Everybody that wonders, well, why are these people turning and looking? So that asking for one, yet speaking to everybody, gets you more people involved with what you're doing. So I think actionability with steps is important. I'm just kind of looking over some notes I took. I mentioned specificity, relevance, curiosity. If you can create those three things in anything, it's great. Lack of specificity creates lack of interest. Low perceived value, things that you see all the time. If I see somebody say, let's think outside the box, I know they're thinking inside the box. So to me, that's low perceived value. I would not go on their broadcast that said, we're going to talk outside the box today because I think you're in it. If they said that they were an innovation sensation, I'd go, huh, interesting. Let's go see it. You know, they mean the same thing in their head, but the messaging, your words matter and your personality matters. So make sure your personality is in this. Is it too much effort? And I covered the other things pretty well. So those are key things, the right way and the wrong way. Let's kind of go over these things again. Make sure it's relevant. It should appeal to somebody. If you have curiosity, relevance, and specificity, everybody will look at them and say, oh my God, you're talking just to me. What is it? I need to know more. Please make it curious, make it relevant, make it specific. It's got to be immediately actionable, immediately valuable to them. 10 ways to create interest when no one opens your emails. Okay, sounds interesting. Let's go. Guided personalization. What can people do that works specifically for them and take them down that path that's going to work for them? I want that to be a resource that it really resonates with the specific needs of your clients. So what have you heard your clients say lately? Listen for their words and use it in your messaging, and you will attract more of the people that are ideal for you. It's got to be high value. Don't give something, oh my God, here's a $27 value. You can give away your $1,000 programs and work with them on a high ticket coaching offer. If you did that, you're going to get people that love high ticket things. You're going to get some other looky-loos too. That's okay. They're not going to buy your high ticket item. But when you're offering these things with lead magnets, they're not going to buy into it until one of two things happens. Either they trust you a lot, or you have an irresistible offer that's congruent with what they do. So how do you build trust? I'm going to give you my best program. I'm going to give you something. Give anybody listen to this thing something. I wish I should have had I wonder if I have that here. JoinRayLive.com. If you put in a comment of this thing that says, I want to talk to Ray, there's a program I do that I usually charge $500 for, and I'll take 20 minutes and I'll go over whatever it is. If it's a speech or a lead magnet or whatever. And I charge $500 to go over this thing. It's not a sales pitch. It's not anything else. But I want you to have skin in the game. If I can't help you and make something more clear, better, more interesting at the end of that 20-minute call, I give you $500 back. Or if you want to get more involved with me, I apply that to a bigger program, but we can discuss that later. I've never had to give $500 back, but I will give anybody who's watching this right now, if you just put I'm in the bottom there, I'll send you a calendar link and we'll have a 20-minute conversation on a call, on a speech, on anything, and you'll walk away with something that's going to be actionable that you can use. And I'll show you some of these steps of that. So make sure it's high value. There's a $500 value right there just for watching this today and getting in touch with me. So it's got to be high value. Where were we on that? And then the other one is the transitional pathway. I just gave you a transitional pathway to come closer to me. Book a call, get on my schedule, joinraylive.com. You can get in here, make a comment. I'll see it. If you're watching this later, make a comment in there. I'll take a look at it. That's the right way. The wrong way, don't be wishy-washy. Make statements. Be strong in your stance. Have an opinion. It's okay to have people get turned off by who you are, because then people get turned on because of who you are. But if you're in the middle, no one knows what you are. Wow, that kind of almost was an alliteration. That was kind of cool. So don't be wishy-washy. Take a stance. Be firm in your beliefs and your convictions, and people will flock to you more than if you're a generalist. I hate that term generalist because it's too general. But I didn't say, I don't really like that. I hate that term generalist. I hate people that hate things. What? Okay. So don't be wishy-washy. Don't use recycled content. If you use it's okay to rinse, lather, and repeat. So Maybe the recycled content isn't the right thing to say, but I want your fresh spin on your old thoughts. How does this work today in the life that you've created today? What it makes it better for your client. It can't be something that is going to take hours and hours and hours of their time, because then they're not going to go, man, I want to see this person. They're going to say, that person made me work. I was hoping for the answer magically, right? And make sure that you give them a clear step. If you want to do it the wrong way, have no clear next step. Ask for something to do. Give a call to action. I hate that phrase, but give them the next step. We want to take our customers from overwhelmed to whelmed, from disgruntled to gruntled. And overwhelmed is something that they're confused. What happens when you're overwhelmed is you've lost the ability to see hope. And what hope is, it's simple. It's the next step. So if I take you from being overwhelmed, having hope, I can do that in 30 seconds by taking whatever you're stuck on and give you the next step. If it's small and easy and simple to do, then you keep following me. So bring me your problems. I'll give you hope. You'll come in and go, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I will not go, I don't know either. Right? I will say, okay, here's the roadblock you're facing. Let's either go over it, around it, under it, or through it. Here are the steps you need to take to do that. Get going. That's providing hope. That's all we need to do. We don't have to solve for X or solve for Y. We have to solve for the next step. I just used algebra for the first time in years. That was fantastic. And the lack is, don't have any gap in delivery. Give them what you promised. Don't have the wrong things out there. So that's it. Right versus wrong. Next week, I have a very special guest with me. We have Ann Carden, who has been working with coaches for years and years and years. And we'll be talking with her live on Wednesday at the Roadblock Removal Workshop for coaches and speakers. I love speakers and coaches that love to speak but hate to sell. I will show you comfortable ways to connect, to create comfortable conversations that bring clients closer quicker and get bigger, faster sales easier. So if you're interested in that, drop me a line. Happy to talk. I love taking what you're doing now, make it easier, walking away. I love to have clients, but I love to, there's more than enough people out there to make these things happen. So schedule a call with me. Let's do this thing. And I always have a great time doing this, even though it seems like I'm talking to myself. I know you're out there and I can see the numbers going in there. Nobody really said hi and came in today. That's okay. Come in next week. I've got a cool guest with me, and that's always fun. So if you see this, it's Join Ray Live for the future. It's always Join Ray Live. StreamYard makes you change it. So if you go to this week's Join Ray Live, next week you'll come in the green room and you'll see last week's charcuterie board. Make sure you stay fresh. So it's always a new Join Ray Live every single time. But I will see you next week. And thanks for popping in and watching again. I'll look for it on YouTube. We'll cut it up into clips. This will be fantastic. All right. Have a great one. From my couch to your business, it's Ray Angus. There's a new tag phrase. I'm going with it. All right. We'll see you later.